From UFOs to ghost and psychic powers, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now and learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, was created to preserve public health by regulating the quality of drugs, medical devices, food, cosmetics, and more. The FDA was originally established in 1930, but the origins of this agency date back to Congress's passing of the 1906 Pure Food and Drugs Act. By ensuring that manufacturers adhere to quality standards, this agency protects consumers. The FDA isn't perfect, but these regulations have saved millions of people from infections like trichinosis or salmonella, and they also try to prevent unsafe drugs from reaching the market. And the US isn't the only government with a regulatory agency. Most countries have a department charged with protecting the public. In fact, the United Nations also sets specific regulations on food and drugs for the world as a whole. And there, say the conspiracy theorist, is the problem. The governments of the world don't want to save people from starvation. They want to control the food supply. Here's where it gets crazy. Conspiracy theorists like Alex Jones believe that elites throughout the world's government and industry are working together in secret to create a new world order. Most theorists who believe this also believe this group is taking control of the world's food production. As evidence, these theorists point to international accords like the Codex Alimentarius and domestic legislation like the Food Safety Modernization Act. They allege these laws remove individual and state control over the type of food people can consume. Another concern is that the regulation on vitamins and herbs will make it illegal for anyone other than multinational pharmaceutical companies to produce these substances. Theorists who believe these ideas also claim that the goal of this elite is the massive depopulation of Earth. Scary stuff, but could it be true? It's no secret that lobbyists had a hand in crafting the US bill, and it's plausible that international companies also influenced UN legislation. But to what end? It's difficult to imagine that these laws could be enforced. Skeptics believe these fears are based on a misinterpretation of the laws. Skeptics also argue that the Codex Alimentarius is more like a set of suggestions, and it may not be legally binding. Another, more plausible conspiracy concerns agricultural corporations and genetically modified food. The idea here is that companies like Monsanto are breeding sterile, genetically modified seeds that force farmers to buy more seed each year, and that these companies are using their political influence to make the laws work for them rather than for consumers. Recent WikiLeaks cables dating from 2007 show that the US State Department has been pushing genetically modified plants across Europe. Theorists also accuse these companies of buying patents for non-GMO plants and preventing their commercial use. This could effectively give large agribusinesses control of the world's food supply. Skeptics don't deny that companies might use their influence in underhanded ways, but that tendency doesn't guarantee success. And companies seeking profit are not the same thing as a global conspiracy to starve millions. GMO crops also have a higher yield, which means they can feed more people more efficiently. The decision here is a question of trust. Do you believe the FDA and similar organizations are here to protect you or to control you? Are the aims of these organizations as altruistic as they sound, or is there something they don't want you to know?